So welcome to Battle of the Bots again. It's February. We do this once a month, at least, and this month we've got quite a few fun changes in store. But first, I just want to take 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, to throw out this introduction because people may catch this and not really realize who's doing this and what's happening. So. I'm the founder of the Lift and Shift Foundation. Hi, and you're going to catch me staring over there at the screen occasionally because that's what I do. I just like to check to make sure things are running and things are working. But I'm hosting this stream with our design team, and the stream is about a program that we run called Battle of the Bots, and it started back in 2019. We used to do this in person, where we would host events for veterans and their families. And we would get together for a half day or longer, and we would learn how to code robots. And at the end of the day, we would have some cool challenge, like escaping a maze or a sumo battle and things like that. And through COVID and all the quarantines and struggle to connect people in person, we kind of put a pause on our events and we brought them online. So we started a design team, and I'm going to introduce Dave in just a second. In fact, maybe I can unpin what I was doing. There we go. Hi, Dave. You're around. Say hey. Okay, I have to pin you. There's Dave, and you can catch Dave here. Dave's going to be one of our robot battle drivers today, and I'm coming back to me. So we're on Zoom, and the fun part about this is that we can share Zoom battles over the internet, and we can stream it live right here on Twitch and I think YouTube. So through the course of the day, Dave and I are not anywhere near each other. Dave is on the other side of New York State from me, basically, like maybe like 500-600 miles. But we're in a Zoom chat right now, and through the day we're going to share some of the files and the programs and things that we use, and I'm gonna upload his programs to these robots, and we're gonna battle it out in an arena right there, which is empty because I've got the robots in my hand. So we're gonna come back to me, and before I get into all the technical stuff, Dave actually, if you look, do I have that? Yeah, right there on the screen. Dave is aware of the sumo battle. Dave's done this with me several times in the past, and as part of the design team, he's also helping me design some of the code, some of the guardrails, the rules about how the robots play. He's helping me design parts. He's part of the team that actually put together this really cool thing that I didn't have time to print yet, but we'll talk about that during the break between some of the battles. So today's Battle of the Bots is the same sumo battle we've been running, but we have some improvements to the game because we've added features and things like that. So I'm gonna keep chatting until Dave wants to share his file with me, and then I'm gonna go through the process of explaining how we upload the files and get the files into the robots. But while Dave has an extra minute here today, I'm gonna highlight the robots that we have today. We have the Lift and Shift robot. It is a Ranger tank. It is made by Makeblock, and it's got this cool little thing on it. I'll talk about it later, but I've labeled it up with our stickers and things to show that this is the robot that I'll be driving today, and Dave has the honor of driving the SaneSmart robot, and I'm gonna say that this is the SaneSmart branded robot, kind of like NASCAR. If you've ever seen all the NASCAR stickers, yes, I see your file, Dave. I see it in the chats. I'll get to it in just a second. I just want to say thank you to SaneSmart for giving us some cool stuff. If you take a peek at our arena right here, right there, it's kind of boring. It's all white. It's kind of bland. It's a little boring. We had some ideas on ways to improve our arena, and the awesome people at SaneSmart shipped us a bunch of products that we're gonna build into displays and scoreboards and all kinds of other stuff, and that's kind of the fun thing that the design team does, because the design team is here to actually like I want to move my camera down a little bit because I realize I talk with my hands sometimes and you can't see me shaking my hands. I don't know what to do with my hands. But yeah, so the design team gets to do more behind the scenes about building the program, helping the program reach more people, and bringing more people together, and that's why I started this foundation to begin with, because I realized that science isn't hard. I did things that, and I'm going to move that mouse out of the way. Science and technology look hard when you're on the outside, and you know, sometimes it looks complicated. Maybe the math puts people off. Maybe you heard, you know, I can't do this, or I should do something else. It looks too hard. It's a lot of work. It doesn't look that way when you're on the inside, when you're in these fields of science, technology, engineering, those things. So I really wanted to bring more people with me. We're not going to use any engineering degrees, any physics degrees today. This is all fun, and you know, you can bring your kids. I've done this actually over Christmas with my 18-year-old. Oh, he's 19 now. But he was 18 at the time. Don't hold that against me. But anyway, yeah, this is not hard to do. Anybody can join us. So with that introduction, I'm going to hop into what we're actually doing today, and I'm going to switch to the one screen view that nobody has seen yet, and that was my code block right here. So the Ranger tanks use this thing called makeblock, or mblock, which is a Scratch-based interface. So Dave has actually sent me a file in our Zoom chat, and I'm going to open up the chat right now, and I'm going to download the file, and I'm going to save it right in our shared folder. Dun dun dun. Where is it? Once I get to it. Actually, I'm just going to save it on the desktop, because I can drag it. Desktop. Now I've got to go find it on the desktop. But you can see that we have all these blocks. And here on the screen, now that I've kind of moved everything around and got Dave's file from the chat into a folder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Dave's file. Actually, first let me explain some of the problems with doing this in person are that you need a computer to be able to connect to your robot so you can code it. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to take the Ranger robot, or the SaintSmart robot, and we're going to plug it in. So when I plug it in, you're going to see, I'm going to go back to the screen here. You're going to hear my computer give me the familiar sound. Dun 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 dun. A Ranger robot is connected. And what I'm going to do now, you can hear it beeping. It's running some code. And I'm going to set it down gently somewhere so that I can get to adding Dave's code. So here, I'm going to connect to a robot, and I get this option for COM6. So my computer had the USB cord plugged in, so it realized that there's something connected. The mblock software says connect on COM6. So now it's connected. So now I've got this connection, and I'm going to open Dave's file from the computer. There's Dave's file right there. You can't see it, but I can. So there's Dave's file right there. Oh, and my connection went away, so I'm going to have to connect again. That's okay. That's cool. So we're going to connect now that we have Dave's files. So Dave's file here, if we can take a quick peek at it. Oh, no, I'm changing it. I got to put it back. So Dave's file here, we actually created as a structure before. So there are some rules. So then I'll come back and talk about the rules in a minute, but we're going to get the battle started because it's 10 minutes into the stream and we haven't smashed any robots up yet. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to upload the code that Dave sent me to our robot. So you can see there's this upload progress. This is actually built on an Arduino motherboard. The code has been uploaded. You can read it right here. So now our robot has code uploaded. And I just realized that I did not turn the power on this robot, and there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. So he's racing off. What I want to do, you can hear in the background the noise. I'm going to upload Dave's code again because the power was not on, and you can hear the wheel stop. It stopped running the code it had, and now it's uploading new code, and it's going and going and going, and that's cool. Well, I'm going to turn it off right now, so you can come back to me. So you can hear when I turn the power on, it's going and going. It's ready to fight. And just prior, I did our pre-combat checks, if you want to call them, for anybody who might have been in the army or served anywhere. You might hear some crazy stuff like that. But just kind of even like Boy Scouts are told to be prepared. So I uploaded the code for the lift and shift robot earlier, just to make sure everything was working. I'm going to take both these robots right over to that thing right there, the mat, and we're gonna do a best 2 out of 3 real quick. Let's do it. So I have new hotkeys. All right, come with me. Come on. I moved lots of furniture around this today, so we could do this. So I'm gonna drop our robots down on the mat, and here they are ready. Okay, so let's go best 2 out of 3. Ready? Go. Let's see what happens. Go. Oh, they're going. They're kind of. I think they're going to be locked here. I see some movement, but it looks like they're locked. I don't see a break. Coming. I see them locked flat this time, which is different than a lot of the other times that they get locked together in previous matches. So this looks different to me, and we don't have a solution for this. I don't think I've seen in the code that there's any kind of solution. So we may have to call this one a draw, and we may have to start round 2 of match 1, or match 1 of round 2, whatever we want to call it.
Hey Tom?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything on the screen.
Are you?
The arena is blank, empty, and I see code on the screen. I can hear everything,
Yeah.
but nothing's showing up.
Interesting.
And there's about 5 to 10 minute or 10-second delay, which isn't bad.
How about there? Is it showing in the top corner?
I'm seeing the arena, but nothing in it.
Do you see it flashing?
Nope. Nothing's changing on the screen.
Well, that's no fun.
And it's not my internet or anything. It's
Yeah, no.
going on, just no screen activity.
So how about up there in the top corner? I'm back here.
Nope. I'm still seeing the same thing. Code on the main screen and in the little preview window, the arena empty.
How about now?
Nope. Yeah, it's like your camera feeds are frozen. I'm not getting any activity from your side except for sound.
Are you seeing my scene changes?
No.
That is wild. Okay. Let me give the robots a break here, since they're clearly locked, and I will. We will come back and troubleshoot this. How about, are we ready? I'm going to end stream and restart the stream. Oh wow! I just found a cool button. Sorry. I'm gonna. I'm gonna pause the stream and restart the stream.